Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get underway, and on the hill, the big righty, Cal Quantrill.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Late swing, foul to the left. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first two hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Quantrill back to work. And that is out of play.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do. And we're back. And on the mound today, Bryce Miller.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. He goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Oh, and it hits the bag at second. So a man aboard now with one away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Next offering is in for a strike.
We got a full count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Anthony Santander at the plate. And that chance handled. Sends it to first. That's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and now it's Gavin Lux. Outside low, and the count is 3-1. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now the DH, Dominic Canzone.
2-1.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Christian Encarnacion Strand will hit next.
1 and 2's the count.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Mariners go down quietly there. We'll go to the bottom. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom half of inning number 2. And now here is Brent Rooker. That one ripped. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next offering is in for a strike. Second inning here, no score. That just misses, and now it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
So now 3-2. Got him. That K is his third of the game.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
That one is absolutely belted. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. The throw's offline, he's saved. And it's 1-0. Oswaldo Cabrera. He'll take over at second base after the injury. Dalton Rushing getting ready to hit. And a big swing and a miss.
1-2.
On the ground, Cabrera. Throw to first in time. So the batting order turns over. Here's Andres Jimenez. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Marlowe settles under this one, and that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Back now in Toronto. Now it's the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Next pitch is outside. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The pitch. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. Mitch Garver up to hit here. Just missed.
That's down. Ball.
Line drive. Come on.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Quantrill back to work. To the right side. Guerrero steps on the bag, and the Mariners set down. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. In the air, center field. Rodriguez settles under it. Makes the catch for the out. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 out, bases empty. Vladdy with just 1 more homer to reach the 200 career mark.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
And now maybe extra bases. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Now it's going to be Anthony Santander. Man at second. On the ground, right side. And that's a fair ball. Vladdy coming around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
This to third, and he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. And now it's Dalton Varsho. There's a swing and a drive. this looks like extra bases. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 4.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And that one is lifted in the air. Rodriguez makes the play, and that's the third out. 2 runs, 3 hits. And we're back at the plate. Cade Marlowe. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. He made him pay for that one. It's 4-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
Man, Singy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
Swing and a bouncer out to short. Slinging it to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. And now for Seattle, Oswaldo Cabrera. Headed towards the corner. Steer pulls it down and he makes the catch. Before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Back after this on the show.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Rushing. That's towards center. Rodriguez heads towards it. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Hit in the air left field. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Leading off, Dominic Canzone.
That's low, that's a ball.
And it is 2-1.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Jimenez throw to first. 1 away here in the 5th. Christian Encarnacion Strand up next for the Mariners. Jimenez on to first, and the first 2 set down at the top of the 5th. 2 down, base is empty, and the batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Fights it off, he'll see another. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nobody left for Seattle, and this is Chris Stratton gets the ball now.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
That one the other way. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
and next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Throw to first. Adames back on a dive. Well, Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Grounder might be 2. The throw to second. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now here's the switch inning power threat, Anthony Santander. 1-2 here. And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down. Back here at Rogers Center, top of the 6th inning. And here's the catcher, Mitch Garver. And 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the right fielder, Zach Cole. Swing and a ground ball. Over to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. And now Cade Marlowe. The 1-1 is fouled off.
With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
2 out, space is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. In the air, out towards right center. Cole makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. So up next for Toronto, Spencer Steer. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle.
Runner on the go. Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Varsho up into scoring position now with 2 out on the pass ball. Addison Barger digs in now. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Blue Jays held it. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Zach Jackson.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. He went deep back in the 4th. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, Boogie, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit, and that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's a 1-2. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. So they make short work of them there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Mariners 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Gabe Spire.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. 1-1 now. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike three. Now it's the second. So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Cooper Bowman. Looking to start something with one gone. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. Willie Adames stands in. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Rodriguez under it, corrals it, and that'll do it. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Jimmy Garcia.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff going right now. He's striking out hitters at a very high rate this year, so this should be fun to watch.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Lifted in the air, right center field. It falls in, and that's a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. Here's the shortstop at the plate, J.P. Crawford. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. To get to the ninth, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Popped up. Bowman. Brings it in, and there's 2 down. And now, Mitch Garver. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss.
1-2 count.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Trent Thornton. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 1-1. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. 2 gone now.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Activity in the bullpen. Shelby Miller preparing to come on if needed. Pitch misses there. Ball 2. Got him swinging. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. A little late, opposite field knock.
He's 2 outs away. Now the number 2 hitter, Cade Marlowe.
1-2.
Got him swinging. Down to the last out for the Mariners. And stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. The ends down to their final strike. Got him! And that's the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now. And on the hill, Trey Savage. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes... that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, Ryan Wu. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Willie Adames stands in. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away. Anthony Santander at the plate. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2 strikes.
Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Brent Rooker, the next to hit. And that one hammered. Rodriguez going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Back now in Toronto. Second inning set to go. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Dominic Canzone. Cut on and lifted in the air. Varsho after it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's going to be Spencer Steer. Swings through that.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Cole puts it away, and there's one down. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Out to short, Crawford. Slings to first, and there's 2 away. Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3 down. On to the 3rd inning. And now Christian Encarnacion Strand. Pitch misses. And that's ball 2. And a big swing and a miss. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Rooker on the move. He's got it. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Line drive. Hauls it in to end the inning. Mariners back here at the ballpark. Let's check out the latest news from around the league. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And the batter now, Dalton Rushing. Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. Tap foul at the plate.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's Andres Jimenez. Next offering is fouled back. Ground ball right side. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. It's there, and that's a great play.
Look at how he dives right there. He's able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Well, baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Yeah, that's fouled off. In the air, left field, Steer. Sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. One down. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. And right back to the mound. 2 gone. And now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. And that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. That's down and in. A slider missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's in there. And the count's even at 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. Oswaldo Cabrera up next for the Mariners. That one hooked foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And we're back. Ready to go. Bottom 4. And now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one's deep. Out of here. Home run number 30 on the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing.
And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Brent Rooker. So now 1-2.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
This one in the air. Cabrera puts it away for the out.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Up the middle. It's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. He's in there. One out and a runner at second. Towards first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. 2 outs. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Now a chance for Addison Barger. Rodriguez has this one sized up. Makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out. Breaking ball inside. And it's 2-1. Out towards right center field. And there's 1 down.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The other way, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. That one finds the corner. And the count 1-2. Got him swinging. Making 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, you always want those pitches back as a hitter. It caught a lot of the zone and definitely not the intended location, but those splitters can dance around and miss a barrel even when they're not perfectly executed.
Right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. 3rd out. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. Blue Jays 2 and the Mariners nothing. Bottom of the inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Dalton rushing. In the air, left field, down the line, puts it away for the out. And next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. Ball to strike, the pitch. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Slings to first in time. 2 down, bases empty. So up next for Toronto, Willy Adames. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
Randy Arozarena could probably run the bases blindfolded with the amount of home runs he hits.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. And that is downstairs. And a count 2-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're the top half of the 6th. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance, and it hits the fence. Safely into second. He's got a double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now here is Cal Raleigh. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
This one in the air. Adames gets under it. 2 down.
No, it's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
Dominic Canzone tosses the first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Seattle gets a little closer on this solo homer, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Blue Jays baseball. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th, and now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. Swings through that one for strike 2. Movement in the bullpen. Gabe Spire appears to be getting loose. Stratton also getting ready. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1. Out to short. Crawford. Tosses across to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. Late on that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here at Rogers Center, top of inning number 7, and stepping in for the Mariners, Christian, and that one is absolutely belted. That's long gone. And they tie it up. It's 2-2.
This one feels far from over, Boog. Who knows how this game's going to play out now?
And the batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Nobody on, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Popped up. Barker should have this one. Drops into the glove. One away. Zach Cole up next for the Mariners. He caught it behind his back, and they get the out. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Next offering is in for a strike. Goes down looking. Solo homer gets the M's even in this one. 2-2 game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Shelby Miller.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Taylor Rogers.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Julio Rodriguez getting ready to hit. Just a weak fly ball this time. And there's 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Next to hit, Cal Raleigh. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Colin Snyder.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Crawford. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And next for Toronto, Willie Adames. Two outs. Late on that fastball. Action in the pen down there. Gabe Spire getting loose out there. Stratton warming up as well. That one missed.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And a swing and a miss. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Offense held in check there through 8 full. We are tied 2-2. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Angel Bastardo.
And he's been fantastic this year, really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Whips it across, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Now it's the Mariners DH, Dominic Panzone.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped up. Jimenez. And there's 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Now the third baseman, Christian Encarnacion Strand. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So they go quiet. Back now in Toronto. We head to the bottom of the ninth. And now the first baseman, Anthony Santander. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Matt Brash, the closer of the staff, is throwing. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Got him swinging.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
One down, base is empty. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond, and that quickly 2 away. Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. Trying to send this to extra innings. High fly ball, shallow right field. Cole. And that will end the inning. New pitcher now for the Jays. J.P. Crawford digs in now. Man at second. And a swing and a miss. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out. And now the right fielder, Zach Cole. Way out front for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and
struck him out looking.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going. Nathaniel Lowe up next for the Mariners. And a count 1-2. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher. Now, Dalton Varsho. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Whips it to first on the run. Wow, he got him. What a play. Now it's the DH, Alejandro Kirk.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Winning run at third, 1 down. got him. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, that's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Strike three, got him swinging. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Back now, we're in extras. And there's a new. And now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. That misses the zone. 2 balls and a strike.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats. And the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Ball 4, he walked him. And that'll keep the line moving. First and second, no outs. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh. Varsho settles underneath it, squeezes it. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. Here's the second baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Almost got him.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. A big run scores on the sac fly. And they've got the lead in extra innings. Here goes the runner. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning. We're back. And on the mound is the closer. Here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing. So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. And now 2-2.
Well, in this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up to middle or to right field.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. So up next for Toronto, Willy Adames. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Now the throw to first on the run, and that is the ball game. A 3-2 final score in this one. A 1-run extra inning win. From One Blue Jays Way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boog, he had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires over to Guerrero. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. Of course, a big piece for them is their DH, Dominic Canzone.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him. Make sure.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. Back here with my pal Singy, getting the nod in this one. George Kirby. What do you have on him?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Center field, Marlowe. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Now here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. On the ground to third. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the power hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. Those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 1 down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center. Bottom of the second. Anthony Santander at the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Here's a big power threat. Brent Rooker. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. No score here in the second. Hit on the ground to short. Throws across the diamond. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And he swings through that one.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one hit to right. Rodriguez on his way over. Makes the catch, inning over. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. That one fouled off. 2-2. Swung on, belted. And a foul ball.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game. So digging in, J.P. Crawford.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty. Ooh, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Just a bloop hit behind third right there. And that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to. And the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Swing and a miss struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. And that one fouled off. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that's the 3rd out. No runs. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Rodriguez drop step going back. And brings it in at the wall.
Well, that one ended up a lot closer to home run than I thought off the bat. Clearly didn't get it all. But with that wind blowing out to right, almost pushed that one over the wall.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And now Cooper Bowman. Now fly ball to right center. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Back to the mound. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Go ahead run on base. Now the Mariners catch. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. Digging in, Dominic Canzone. This ball's chopped on the ground. They take the force out, and he is thrown. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's Adam Frazier. 1-2 now. Runner on the move. In there for strike 3. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Line drive, that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. On the board first, it's 1-0. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Anthony Santander. To short, could be 2. Feeds to second, out there. On the low, it's a double play. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. And he chases that one. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Now at the plate, Cade Marlowe. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side. Back here at Rogers Center, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Brent Rooker. Now a screamer into the outfield. Marlowe makes the catch. And there's one away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Alejandro Kirk.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the prop.
Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it stays fair. Next to hit, Spencer Steer. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He sends one out the opposite way. 3rd home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Stepping in, Ernie Clement. That one out to right. Rodriguez moving under it, and that drops foul. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Base knock right field. Cooper Bowman next up for the Blue Jays. Kirby throws over, and he's back in safely. Clement, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That to right, Rodriguez. He makes the grab, and there are 2 down. Here's Andres Jimenez. 2 runs across in the inning. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Oswaldo Cabrera. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. And up next for Seattle, Nathaniel Lowe. His home and away splits there.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Gabe Spire.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Short hop liner handled it short. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 out, bases empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Next is the designated hitter, Anthony Santander. This one in the air. Low. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Randy Arozarena. Hard hit left side. Sends it across to first. They get the out on Arozarena. Now it's the Mariners DH, Dominic Canzone. That one finds the zone. Going to count 1-2. Swings and misses. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. Christian Encarnacion Strand up next for the Mariners. The pitch. And that one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. And he runs the strikeout total to 15. A new arm into the game, the righty, Trent Thornton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings through the sweeper. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Shelby Miller getting ready to go. Stratton also throwing. That one drilled left field. And makes the grab. And there's 2 away. Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
2 outs, base is empty. Chop to third. Encarnacion Strand throws to first. 3 up, 3 down. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jimmy Garcia. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little...
This ball is roped, and it gets down into the gap in right center. And he's got a double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
1 out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. And strike 2.
2-2 now.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. And here's the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it! Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Shelby Miller.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
to the mound. And it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And now for the Jays, Cooper Bowman. Move to first. Clement dives back in safely. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 2. Fastball is outside. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Colin Snyder, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Late with the swing there.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Caught him looking for the K. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Double play ball to second. There's one, and he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the shirt out, keep the runner out of scoring position.
Adam Frazier, the next to hit. 2 outs. Now this is in the air down the line. Arozarena makes the play, and that's the inning. 1 left for Toronto, but they lead it 3-0. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
29 saves on the season, so he's looking for number 30 right here. He's been big for him in the back of that bullpen.
Tosses to first. Rodriguez out of the play. He's 2 outs away. Cal Raleigh will hit next. Kirk makes the grab for the second out. So they're down to their final out. Randy Arozarena up next for the swing and a tapper. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Blue Jays claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
He's done it again, Boog. That's his 30th save of the year as he puts another game to bed. Sweet dreams, everyone.
A shutout in this one. 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league.
It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch. Just about set to go now. And our pitcher in this game, Bowden Francis. What do you look for here?
Well, Boog, something of interest to me is that this guy's really struggled when working out of the stretch, pitching with runners in scoring position. So the key for him is to attack hitters, try to get ahead in the count, and limit allowing runners on base. And if he can do that, I think that will help him to avoid those situations. Now, at some point, he's going to have to deal with them. And I think it's just one of those mental things that he's going to have to overcome.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Rooker sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Luis Gil. What do we need to know here?
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win. And really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
Willie Adames stands in. Swinging a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. And they'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Anthony Santander at the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. New inning getting started. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Jock Peterson. Grounder off the pitcher. No chance for a play, and let's hope the righty's not hurt on the mound. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So now it's Nolan Arenado. And a big swing and a miss. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Everything came together for him. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that is gone. His 9th homer of the year, and they lead it. It's 3-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. A little out front there as he swings through it. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Inside. Full count now.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Hats and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Line drive, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Yankees with a 3-run shot. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball. Back now in Toronto. Stepping in the long ball threat, Brent Rooker. Not the best swing that time from the first round pick.
One ball.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Swing and a bouncer towards third. That's one out the bottom of the second. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And next for Toronto, Spencer Steer. In the air, right field. Judge getting an angle on it. Brings it in. And that ends the inning. And a ground ball to first, and that's just foul.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's Jesse Winker. And that one popped in the air, left field. Steer makes the grab, one away. Aaron Judge at the plate. Off the mark there, and it's 2-1. Judge rips that one. Diving, makes the grab. And the batter now, Jock Peterson. Bellinger off of first with 2 away.
3 balls, 1
Squirts
strike.
away a little bit to second, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. And that's a base hit despite a great defensive effort. Man at first, nobody out. Dalton rushing next up for the Blue Jays. The pitch. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Barger into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility. No outs. Runner on second.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it remains 2-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him. Willie Adames now at the plate. 2 on, 1 out. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. There's 1 over to first. That's 2. Nicely. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Inside, just missed.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Liner, base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
That's out to center field. Varsho snags it. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out. Next is the speedy first baseman, Luke Raley. Yankees up by 3. Headed towards the corner. And it stays fair. One run across. Jazz on his horse coming around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter you see it coming across the...
Runner breaks for third. Strike in there. Throw to third. Save. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. One away with a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. In the air, out towards left center. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and it's now a 6-run lead. 2 down, bases empty. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees.
Clearly he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Swings and misses, and it's a full count. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's got a chance, and that one is off the wall, and that's a 2-out double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Showed off some really nice oppo pop with that swing and just couldn't get it over the fence. But I absolutely love everything about...
Here comes the manager. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Taylor Rogers.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Volpe stands at second with 2 gone. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the... Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one the other way. Chisholm to first. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander. Santander working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Swing and a miss, 98 miles per hour on the gun.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And misses inside.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Here's a 1-2. Popped up. Adames. And out number 1 on the grab.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Judge waits. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That's the 2nd out.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really...
Passes to first. And Peterson retired. Back here at Rogers Center, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Line drive, hauls it in, and there's one away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Peterson makes the grab. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Addison Barger. Fastball for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Eric Swanson.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
1 and 2.
Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
2 down, base is empty. Luke Raley stepping in now for the Yankees, and he walked him.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his third. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6, and here is Dalton Rushing. Popped up. Arenado settles underneath it, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Back to the top of the lineup, and stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. Out to center. Bellinger under it. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Willie Adames. And that one is lifted in the air. Touches down, that's a hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one's in there, and the count's full.
The 2-hole hitter showing so much versatility, understanding the situation, gets on base with 2 out to bring possibly the...
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Blue Jays held in. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Angel Bastardo.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
To third. Fires over to Guerrero. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. 1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Swing and a miss. And it's 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up left side. Adames hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Jesse Winker digs in now. That's down and in. A slider missed.
2 and 1. Ball 3.
Ball 4, tried another curve but couldn't locate it.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce.
Steer pulls that one down. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Jake Cousins.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. That's in there. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Anthony Bender getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Miller, the lefty, warming up as well. Two down, nobody on. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Back there. Can't get there, too slow to get after it. Bellinger returns it to the infield, and they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback. Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. Man on second, 2 down. And he grounds one to the right side. Jazz tosses to first. That ends the frame. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Hit on the ground to short. Adames zips it to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Nolan Arenado. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning alive. At the plate, Luke Raley slides, but he can't come up with it. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
In the air to left center, Steer sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Got a shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. Here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing. One down, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And Arenado makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. That's to third. Slings it across. That ends the inning. New pitcher now for the Jays, Paul Sewald.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily. Back to the top of the order, and up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. The 1-1 is fouled off. Volpe stands at second with no outs. Just missed. That one misses, and that's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Now up as the Yankees DH, Jesse Winker. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single. It's 7-0. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Swing and a miss. That's strike two. Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here is Jock Peterson. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ripped on a line. Rooker pulls it down. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. So up next, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Swing and a ground ball. Steps on the bag for the force. And that is that. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Anthony Bender.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. puts it in the air out towards left center. Peterson sizes this one up, makes the grab, 2 down. 1 out left for the Blue Jays. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Up the middle. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Yankees use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout. This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Biggest storyline coming into this one is how effective this team's starting rotation is. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So, almost ready to get underway. And our starting pitcher here today, Matt Waldron. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin. Back now in Toronto. And on the mound today, Clark Schmidt. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Willie Adames stands in. Right side. Judge has it sized up. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Guerrero, the next to hit. Kicks and deals. To the right side. Boots it. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score. One gone, runner at first. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. 2 away now.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And here is Brent Rooker. Base hit. Guerrero around second, headed for third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Two on, 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jock Peterson on the ground to the left. And it goes just foul.
Here's someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games. So I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Oh, you may think, man, that pitch was right on a tee for him, but I don't care where a knuckleball ends up. Those things dance all over the place, and even when they pass right through the hitting zone, squaring it up or even getting a good piece of it can be a tough task.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Here's Nolan Arenado. Foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. Stays alive. And foul ball. 1-2 now. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the veteran outfielder, Adam Frazier. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One down, base is empty. A rope into right, and that's a base hit.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw into third. And he's out.
On the tag.
So the lineup flips over. And the batter now, Andres Jimenez. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1 left. Top half of the 3rd inning. And now here is Luke Raley. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Raging back towards the wall. Grabs it right up against the wall. And next for New York, Austin Wells.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from right field right now.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Varsho makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
Batting ninth, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Now he'll turn for second, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Bellinger up to hit. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. On the ground right side. And that is the inning. 1 hit. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Slice to right, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming home. He'll score easily. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
Comes through with the RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Line to left. And a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's 3-zip. So digging in, Brent Rooker. And there's a foul ball. Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And now it's going to be Dalton Varsho. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That one the other way. Base hit. And now 2 aboard. Here's Adam Frazier. And a 1-1. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and the lead is up to 5. Darren Boone. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Marcus Stroman. This is his 3rd time out this year. And the batter now, Ernie Clement. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Judge settles under it and makes the catch. Runner tags at second, applies the tag, and they get Waldron ready to fire now. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying, and it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His 12th of the season, and they close the gap. It's 5-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
It's Aaron Judge now. And Judge spoils that one. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Here's Jock Peterson. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he can't come up with it. Still fires to first. The flip to the pitcher is late, and they don't get the out. So a man at first. Jazz Chisholm Jr. getting ready to hit. Peterson, the base runner at first with 1 out. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Here's Nolan Arenado. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Varsho makes the grab. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Ball to strike. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 gone. So the batting order turns over. Here's Andres Gimenez. Line drive. Caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Bounce to the right. The throw to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. And now Luke Raley right through there for a strike. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And down on strikes. Strikeout number 8. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Lifted in the air down the left side. And it stays fair. So a man aboard. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Oh, gets dirty. The feed for 1. And that's all they'll get.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
1 ball.
Volpe leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Whiff number 9 for him. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Slow roller up the middle. Chisholm gets it to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. And now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. That one ripped. And foul ball. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. This one could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. That pitch came off the bat really well into center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days, to a man, these guys can run down just about everything hit their way.
Puts it away for the out. 2 down. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. In there, got him looking, and that one split the. Swings through that.
1 ball, Two strikes.
Hit in the air, right field. Rooker makes the grab, one down. Here is Aaron Judge. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 2-2.
Two strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Judge rips that one. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. And they cut into the deficit. It's 5-2.
That swing just injected more drama into this one.
And now Jack Peterson. Next offering is in for a strike. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. This one popped up. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Strike 3 on the foul tip. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now 5. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now for the Jays, Adam Frazier. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. The other way, Raley takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down. Now a chance for Dalton Rushing. The 1-1.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now it's going to be Andres Jimenez. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. Coming home. The relay to the plate. He will score. It's 6-2.
Back-to-back base hits. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you...
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there. On its way and out of here. A 2-run homer. His 17th of the year. And they boost their lead. It's 8-2.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there.
New pitcher on here, Eric Miller.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run. Next offering is fouled back. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. In the air, out towards right center. Makes the grab. 1 down. Luke Raley will hit next. Next offering is in for a strike.
One
The
ball,
Yankees
two
with a
strikes.
lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Boog, for me, that knuckleball was just devastating. I mean, you see it so well. You think you're going to go out there and get 4 knocks, and you just swing and miss. And I tell you what, I tried my best to put Tim Wakefield in the Hall of Fame.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. This one. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And that one hammered. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day. So, man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Brent Rooker. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that's going to bang against the wall. Bellinger returns it to the infield. Lead runner puts on the brakes, and it's second and third.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now Dalton Varsho. And that is out of play. And that one gets past the catcher. Wells gathers, goes to first, in time to get him. One away on the strikeout. Now here is Adam Frazier. Tap back to the mound. Sends it to first. Frazier retired. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Up the middle, Volpe. That's out number 3. Blue Jays. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Burr.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Right through there, got him. First out in the top of the 8th. And here comes Bellinger. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs. Here's Jesse Winker. Gets him to chase after that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. No runs. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic. Still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. Fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Got him swinging. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Willie Adames. And that's in for a strike. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Here's the pitch to Adames. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Jazz tosses to first. And they get Adames for the out. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Taylor Rogers.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Rooker under it. Nabs it. And a quick out, number one. And Jack Peterson stands in. That one to first. Guerrero. He steps on the bag, and they're down to their last out. So 2 down now, and here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Rogers is just 1 strike away. Good eye in that spot. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Good win by 6 runs. Always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple of field goals. You want to keep that momentum going, knowing the offense can score at will, bring it into the next one, and get another W.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable. Opposing hitters baffled all day long. Impressive stuff, and we'll see if his teammate can match it today.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. And towing the slab in this one, Cal Quantrill. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And one out now. Here's Jesse Winker. Out to short, Adames. On to first. 2 away here in the top of the first. 2 down, bases empty. Here comes Aaron Judge. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. 2 outs, bases empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one inside, and the count is filled up. This to third, and that's just foul. And down on strikes he goes, and it's a 3-up. Back now in Toronto. And today's starter, Carlos Rodon. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
2 outs, bases empty. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hit hard on the ground to short. Volpe throws it to first in time. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, here is Jock Peterson. 3-2, the pitch is outside and ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now to second for 1, and it's over his head. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. So runners at the corners, nobody out. And stepping in for the Yankees, Nolan Arenado.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Yankees. First and second, no outs. And next for New York, Luke Raley. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And out of here. A 3-run homer, and they tack on 3. It's 4-0.
I'm sure he wanted that pitch down below the zone. It stayed up a little bit. He paid a dear price for it. Just a great swing to the ball, through the ball, and a nice round trip.
Guerrero, the toss to first, finally gets the first out here on the grounder. And now, Anthony Volpe, and a swing and a miss.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Rooker snags it on the run. Here's Cody Bellinger. Missed with a changeup. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that's outside.
1 strike.
And that's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Runner at first with 2 away. Jesse Winker stepping in now for the Yankees. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But 4 runs score in the inning. 3 coming right here on the 3-run homer. And we're back. Anthony Santander at the plate. Swing and a ground ball. Slings to first. That's 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. In the air, center field. Bellinger drifts towards it. 2 away.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And there's a ball.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Raley. And that'll do it. A double in the inning. Judge comes up empty there.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning so important for him to get on.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And caught on the warning track. And the batter down, Jock Peterson. On the ground, Adames tosses to first, and Peterson retired. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt. And there's ball 4. So now it's Nolan Arenado. First offering. Runner goes. Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to get it there in time. And they welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. And he deals. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Rodon ready. Here comes. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Out to short. Zips it across. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. And next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. Swing and a little roller right side. On the run, sends it over to first. On the money, nice play.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Willie Adames stands in. This one in the air, right field. Judge makes the play, and that will end the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Luke Raley.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Puts it away for the out. And up next for New York, Austin Wells. That's inside, and it's 2-1. That's to third. Clement handles, throws to first, and he's out. 2 down, base is empty. Anthony Volpe now at the plate. Quantrill ahead 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Yanks held in check, but they lead it 4-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Line drive. Volpe throws it to first in time. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Anthony Santander, the next to hit. Popped up right side. Raley has a beat on it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Judge is there. Corrals it. And that is that. So no runs, no hits. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to third, Clement. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Line drive. He brings it down. Nice play.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And now big number 90, Adames. They get one. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Throws to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position in 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
In the air, right side of the infield. Chisholm sizing this one up. He makes the grab, and the inning is over. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Fights that one away, still 1-2. That's a little bit low.
2-2 the count.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Quantrill back to work. On the ground to the left. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. Jazz Chisholm Jr. digs in now. Next offering in there for a strike. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're the top half of the 6th. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. And Nato is set down on strikes. So up next, Luke Raley, and he had a big swing of the bat early on in the ball game.
Yep, a 3-run rocket back in the second. Even though it was early, a big homer like that can be tough to come back from when you're on the other end of that thing. I mean, it's tough. Sets up an uphill battle the rest of the way.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Gets to it, on to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Willie Adames getting ready to hit. Fly ball center field. Bellinger coming on. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Line drive, base hit. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second, and that's a 2-bagger. Here's some real power at the plate. Anthony Santander. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. His 31st home run of the season. It's 4-2.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Next to hit, Brent Rooker. Fly ball to right. Judge makes the play, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. This homer cuts into Toronto's deficit. It's now. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Angel Bastardo.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. Anthony Volpe now at the plate, and that's down and away. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Steer sizes this one up. Makes the catch for the out. And there are 2 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Sneaks through, base hit. And that extends the inning. And now the DH, Jesse Winker. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Cut on and miss. Throw to second. Out there. And welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. One now. Fought off foul. The 1-2. That one just misses. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jordan Romano, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Cruz getting loose as well. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before.
Jordan Romano gets the call from the pen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
1 out, bases empty. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. His righty-lefty splits there. The Jays trailing by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 8th. Digging in, Jesse Winker.
The designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Kirk to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Oh, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Bases empty, 1 away. And we're at the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And Judge is down on strikes. Here's Jack Peterson. This one in the air, center field. Varsho. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. On the ground to short, Volpe. Whips it to first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Here's Andres Jimenez.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Popped up on the left side of the infield. Arenado settles under it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
So digging in, Willie Adames. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Swanson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Nolan Arenado. And that one hit to first, and he handles it himself for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Now Luke Raley. That's to third. Clement tosses across to first, and that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Ian Hamilton.
Oh, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Nope. Just misses there.
That's one you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looks to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
The tying run at the plate. He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Swing at a ground ball. Blue Jays have just one out left here.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. And the count 1-2.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Hamilton is just one strike away. High ground ball for a base knock. Vladdy comes in to score. It's 4-3. And now the tying run is into scoring position. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
And now for the Jays, Spencer Steer. So the tying run at second. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Coming home. He'll score easily. The throw to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Such great concentration.
So they bring on the veteran, Fernando Cruz.
He's averaging more than one hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. The winning run on second base. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that will drop foul. Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there. So they can't come up with the winning. We're back and a new arm on the mound. Austin Wells digs in now. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. This one popped up, middle of the infield. Drops into the glove, and there's one away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground to third, Clement whips it across. 2 in a row set down to start the 10th.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth. So here's a new.
Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2. On to the bottom of the 10th. Leading off, Alejandro Kirk. That one not close. And the count now even up. And that's in the dirt. Andres Jimenez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Goes down looking.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
Tied at 4. In the dirt. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a splitter.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Now there's a bullet down the line. Gone! Ball game! The 2-run shot, and the Blue Jays walk it off in extra innings. And this one ends with a final score of 6-4 for Chris Singleton and our entire